Welcome back to the podcast. Today, we are diving into a topic that I know is going to transform the way that you live your life and the way that you conduct your business. Today, we're talking about reviews. Are they necessary? Do we need to do them? Are there any drawbacks? What are the benefits? That's what we're going to explore today. If you're new to my channel, welcome. I'm Flora, certified simplification coach and 7-time author. And for over 27 years, I've been helping women like you align into a life and a business that you are wildly obsessed with by helping you clear out the 9 types of clutter, keeping you from a life that you love. Now, let's dive in. So I want to start today's podcast episode with a quote from Jeff Goins, and he said, "Clutter is the enemy of creativity." And I could not agree more. I absolutely love this quote. And for a long time, I actually had it stuck up on my wall so that I could see it every single day. And anytime that I felt like I was bogged down or felt like that my creativity, was kind of stifled, I was like, okay, what's getting in the way here? And often it was a lack of review of what was working and what wasn't working. So a lot of people, when they think of clutter, they think of just the stuff piled up around your home. But clutter doesn't just mean the piled up stuff around your house. It actually shows up in our minds, in our processes, during the day. And one of the most overlooked forms of clutter is a lack of review, both in your life and in your business. When you don't look back to see what worked, what didn't work, what is working, what's not working, then you really can't figure out or can't pinpoint what can be improved and what needs to actually just not or just cease to exist and what you can just stop doing to save time. So I want to start this off by sharing a story about a brand new client of mine. She discovered me in the middle of last year, and she had booked a single session with me at the end of last year, and she was feeling really frustrated. She had just launched her very first program, and she was really upset that only one person signed up. So I asked her, well, what was your goal? Like, how many people did you want to have sign up for your program? And she was like, I actually hadn't thought about that. I hadn't really set a target. And I was like, well, that was your first issue, is not setting a specific goal of how many people that you wanted. And then I asked her, okay, so what did your review of the launch that you just did, what did that show you? And she looked at me really confused and she's like, what do you mean launch review? And I said, well, did you look at your launch plan and then review each of the elements to see what worked, what didn't work? She had never reviewed her plan or reflected on what worked and what didn't work. And without getting clarity on this, she really had no insight on how to improve her launches for next time. Now, she had done launches before, but just never at this big of a scale. And this was a huge light bulb moment for her. So this isn't just about business. Again, this applies to life too. So imagine that you're trying to lose weight and you cut out bread for a week and then you step on the scale. Did you lose weight? I mean, the result is going to be very clear. It's either yes or no. And so if you stand on the scale, you've lost weight, then that one change that you made, stop eating bread or carbs, boom, that resulted in that clear yes or no. And that clarity helps you to decide whether or not you want to continue that same approach or you want to try something new. We often say that we want something better or easier, but how will you know if you're on the right track without reviewing and reflecting on what's working? And then more importantly, what's not working? Because a lot of the times people do busy work. They just keep doing, and it's not giving them the result that they want. When you take time to review what you've done, what's working, what's not working, you're going to start to see these lessons learned. You're going to start to gain that wisdom, and you're also going to start to see these actionable insights. And this is going to save you so much time, because I cannot tell you how many people, both in business and in your personal life, are just doing the busy work, and they're just doing things because that's just how they've always done it. And you're saving yourself time in the future by not doing things that are really not working. One of the things that I learned when I was in the Marine Corps is to do an AAR, or an after action review. And we did this after every single training exercise. Now, these reviews are really powerful, and they're also structured around 4 key elements. What was expected to occur, what actually occurred, what went well and why, and what can be improved and how. Now, this structure is a game changer because it provided clarity, accountability, and actionable steps for improvement. And the best part is that you can apply this same process to your life and your business. And this is something I personally have used in my life since back in the day, since the time that I was in the Marines. So the benefits of these reviews is when you commit to regular reviews, whether they're weekly, monthly, quarterly, and at the very least yearly, you're going to save time in the present and the future because you're going to stop doing the things that don't work. That's just full stop. You're just going to stop doing things that really are not moving the needle and the mark to where you want to go, whether it's losing weight or building a business. Another thing is you're going to gain clarity on where to focus your energy and attention. If you're seeing something working, then you can concentrate all of your energy on what's working instead of what's not working, which is huge because that clears out so much daily clutter. You will get hours back in your life, I promise you. Another thing is it's going to build confidence by allowing yourself to actually see what's working, and you can celebrate what worked well. A lot of us don't celebrate what we do. A lot of us don't celebrate our accomplishments. And a lot of us don't celebrate when something works really well. And it's these little wins that add up over time that really create that life that you're wildly obsessed with. This is one of the reasons why I wrote my book, The 1 Degree Shift. It truly is about just those little 1 degree shifts and those little 1 degree wins that are working every single day, every single week, every single month, etc., etc. So another thing is you identify the opportunities for growth and improvement, again, both in your life and in your business. So here is your action step. I want you to set aside some time to do your own review using the AAR framework or the after action review. Choose one area or a specific event from your life or from your business, and I want you to reflect on these 4 questions. What did I expect to happen? Okay, so pick any event or pick anything that you want. Like, let's just say you've been working out for a month. Okay, what did you expect to happen? And then what actually happened? So number 1 is what did you expect to happen? Number 2, what actually happened? This is when you're tracking your progress. Number 3, what went well and why? And number 4, what can be improved and why? So I'll say those again. What did I expect to happen? What actually happened? What went well and why? And what can be improved and how? And I want you to write down your answers. And please don't skip this step because your future self will truly thank you for it. When you don't review, you don't know what's working. And this is at that minutia level. And improvement and success comes from making those little 1 degree shifts every single day. Applying this to your business. Let's just say that you had a launch and you wanted to have 100 people sign up for your course. What actually happened was 27 people signed up. Okay, so what went well? Well, maybe your live streams went well. Maybe you had a free gift that led people onto a free training. What could be improved? Maybe you didn't really show up as energetically as you wanted to. Maybe you didn't hire an assistant because you thought you couldn't afford it. Maybe you dropped the ball at following up with people who first said that they were interested, but then, you didn't follow up. So again, giving yourself permission to review what went well, what you expected to happen, what actually happened. And again, these are clear and concise results. and trackable results, and then what worked well and what didn't work well, and what you could improve on. And when you allow yourself to do this, you will see where you dropped the ball. You will see ways and areas that you can improve. So share with me in the comments, how often do you review your goals or the projects that you're working on? And what's one insight that you've gained from reflecting on what worked and what didn't work? To help you dive deeper into this process, I've opened up spots into my calendar for complimentary strategy sessions and clutter audits. In these sessions, we will sift through what you want, what you don't want, and then map out what your next few months is going to look like. I'm going to give you some clear action steps for you to take, and also I'm going to pinpoint your specific clutter that's getting in the way of your ability to make and see progress on your goals and in those things that you want. So if you found that you absolutely are like, yes, I do want to book this session, click the link in the show notes, click the link below this video, and book your strategy session right now. Also, if you found today's episode helpful, please like, subscribe, share with your friends, and please leave a review. Your support helps this podcast reach more people looking to declutter their lives and align into a life that they are wildly obsessed with. Remember, all it takes is a clear vision of what you want and the willingness to take one small shift in that direction daily to align into a life and a business that you love. I'll see you next time. Mwah.